Hey, it's Game Hydro. Today we're talking about a game called Punko.io. We're going to go over some tips, tricks, battle strategies, and whatnot. So we're going to show you around the game a little bit first. So over here you got some dungeons that you can unlock as you get further into the game. Now, what you have unlocked typically depends on your player level plus how far you are in. Our player level is number 4. Once we hit number 10, it will unlock the hardcore mode, and there'll be more stuff to unlock after that. Plus challenge mode, these dungeons provide a little bit of extra challenge, but a little bit of extra, more specific rewards and resources too, although you don't really get experience levels off of them. Over in the evolution area, you can spend the coins that you earn on power-ups for your character that work permanently. For example, this increases the recovery, this increases your attack power, increases your maximum hit points, increases your armor, etc. These unlock with different player levels as well. At player level 5, all these can be purchased with coins. And then on the right side, there's extra evolutions that can be purchased using evolution coins. Over in the equipment area, you can equip and upgrade different forms of equipment, and of course you want to have the rarest equipment possible. When you have 2 identical pieces of equipment, you'll be able to merge them in order to get a rarer piece of equipment. Or I'm sorry, when you have 3 identical pieces of equipment, you'll be able to merge them to get rarer pieces of equipment. Once you get to epic rarity, which is purple surroundings though, the rules change a little bit. You'll be able to upgrade that equipment using a piece of equipment that's also purple, epic, that goes into the same slot, but is not necessarily a clone piece of equipment. Over in the shop area, not only can you unlock crates, but you have the daily deals here. This is a great place to get new rare equipment a little early. The army boots, for example, those are rare. We got them for 350 gems. Yes, they cost more than the 150 gems that you would spend on an epic crate, but you know exactly what you're getting. With the epic crate, you get a lot of good equipment or uncommon equipment, and it's only every once in a while that you get a rare or an epic piece of equipment. You can purchase gems. You can watch ad videos for free gold, which you can watch 2 ad videos per day. They're really good for not only increasing the levels of your equipment, but your evolutions. Now, if you want to level down a piece of equipment, which is useful when you replace it with a rarer form of equipment, hit the reload button up here, which recycles it. It levels it down. It gives you back all the coins and all the designs that you spent on that piece of equipment. And to downgrade it, you can actually decrease the rarity after you upgrade it. But if you get the equipment already rare or epic, you won't be able to downgrade it beyond the level that you got the equipment at. So we're going to start a battle. We're going to go to battle, go over some of the strategies, levels up and whatnot. Now your punk fires their own weapons, but of course as you level up you'll unlock more different towers that you can place. You can increase the amount of mana that you get. You can unlock special abilities, for example casting a lightning bolt. We're going to go with the Electromancer and the Golem for now. And we're going to wait for the mana to power up a little bit and then show you the best places to place each tower. Now, each level looks a little bit different. Some levels, they follow a certain path, the monsters do. Some levels, they don't follow a path, and they come at random areas and then move downward. But the bosses, those are the real challenges in the game because they tend to show up completely randomly, but we'll go over some boss strategies here. We're going to upgrade the Electromancer again. You also have the passive skills, which are in blue, and each one of those will allow you to unlock the evolution for either one of your towers or one of your skills, like the Fireball skill. The Catalyst rune allows you to unlock the evolution for the Fireball skill. So the Electromancer here, you want to put the Electromancer where they're going to have the largest effect. Mostly they shoot side to side, but a little bit back and forth too. So there they go. The Golem is an up-close attacker. And they can't hit flying enemies. They can only hit ground enemies. But the Golem does a completely ridiculous amount of damage. So they're extremely good to have in your active battle party. Lightning Bolt, Resistance Rune. We're going to go Critical Rune because that allows you to upgrade the Electromancer. That's what we're hoping for later on. And you can wait to claim your level up rewards for kind of as long as you want to. If you level up more than once, then you'll have multiples in a row like this. The Dark Mage, one of our early favorites here. This one is a close-up attacker, but has an effect on quite a bit of the field. Not only does the Dark Mage have an effect on quite a bit of the field, but they hit both ground and flying enemies. So they're not susceptible to the same weaknesses that the Golem is. And they do a lot of damage. We're going to upgrade the Electromancer. That's a pretty significant amount of power, increasing by 60%. Let's unlock the Lightning Bolt so we can mess with that. So each Lightning Bolt that you cast costs 2 mana. We're going to put the Lightning Bolt back and wait for some enemies to come on screen, because right now our towers are killing them before they can even get there. Later rounds, though, we're going to have more of a challenge, so the Lightning Bolt will come in better use. Those skills that you can use by yourself will also especially come in handy against bosses. Let's go with a Cryomancer upgrade, even though we haven't put any Cryomancers out yet. These are mostly vertical attackers. That'll affect a lot of the field. The mana drop is also good to have because they'll allow you to collect more mana throughout the stage. Once the boss shows up and level ups stop mattering, you'll want to get rid of them, though, and replace them with some more attackers. So we'll show you how to do that in a bit, but first we're going to upgrade our Cryomancer. And with a boost like that, I think we probably need a few more Cryomancers in the field. There's one more. And now if you want to get rid of somebody, long press them. You'll see this arrow pop up. Keep your finger down until the arrow pops up, then drag them over to the trash can. There's an upgrade to the Cryomancer. We're going to do that. Let's try casting some lightning over here. Boom. 15,000 damage. That's a ridiculous amount of damage in one shot. Far more than your towers can do. Sometimes you'll be able to put characters on top of trees and other things like that. They won't necessarily add to the challenge of the battle area. Other times, though, you, especially when you have buildings in the field, you won't be able to put any towers on top of said buildings. The Sniper, this one costs 10 mana, which is the most out of anybody, but it aims, fires, does a pretty good amount of damage, and can attack all over the field. So you can place a Sniper literally anywhere. Place them further back, though, to keep them out of harm's way for the most part. When a boss gets there, they may be able to harm the Sniper, but it'll be a while before they actually can. Alright, here comes a boss. And in this case, the boss is an old blue Cadillac. How about that? This one appears to be going pretty slowly, which is nice for us, because when it finally gets down to the bottom part of this little curve in the road, The golem will be within reach to attack it. There's another golem. We just put a golem on top of the tree. Alright, now the car's letting out some larger zombies. And you can see the golem got a couple of attacks in. 2,910 is a pretty good amount of damage done. And this is the perfect example of somebody who needs a lightning bolt. You can see the health draining on our base as they continue to attack it. Sniper's rate of fire, let's increase that. Dark Mage's attack, no, experience plus. Because I want to evolve the Dark Mage, because evolving the Dark Mage literally doubles the range, which is kind of nice. And there's our evolved Electromancer. That's our first evolution that we've unlocked. 100% higher rate of fire, already having a pretty significant effect on the battle. I think we could do with another Cryomancer. Basically, you want to load the field up with as many towers as possible if you can. Especially do that before the boss gets there. Golems have a very slow rate of fire, so 100% rate of fire increase is going to do a significant amount to help you in battle. So the car, we just beat the car, just beat that big zombie, on to the next wave, back to a bunch of little enemies. We can evolve the archer. No, not the archer. Yeah, we don't have an archer or a cannon. So these are all the, if you don't have any of the evolutions, then you want to base your next one off of the actual practical effect of the passive skill. Mana faster is quite nice. Allows us to put down more towers, that's what I'm picking. However, increasing the health of your base and your Punkos is also quite valuable. And we're getting closer and closer with the Dark Mage. Looks like one of our Dark Mages got beaten by the boss. We're going to replace it. Now, no matter what the tower is, you want to put them in the place where they'll have the most impact and do the most damage. If you put them near the top, just be prepared to replace them, though, as soon as they get beaten by zombies. There's another upgrade to the Dark Mage. The Dark Mage is consistently, at least early on in the game, one of your best fighters. And make sure you don't leave various parts of the field undefended, because they can turn into weak points not only against enemies that are coming in areas where you're not expecting them, but especially against bosses. We're going to go Knockback Rune. I want to eventually upgrade the Golem. And of course, decreasing the cooldown of a skill with as much power as the Lightning Bolt has quite an effect. Getting closer to upgrading the Dark Mage. Once we upgrade the Dark Mage, their range will double, which will make them even more valuable than they already were. And in preparation of that, we're going to put down another Dark Mage. But with the evolution, those Electromancers are pretty valuable. So the best load of towers to put down generally changes depending on what not only the enemies in the game, but the upgrade level is. If you got a lot of ground enemies, especially ground enemies that are going straight down, make them face the golem. If you got choke points in the field because of buildings, the golem is also excellent there too, and the dark mage because they're shorter range types of punkos. And so if you can choke the enemy into a shorter range, that increases their value significantly. Evolved Golem plus 400% attack damage. That's almost as much as the Lightning Bolt. So we're going to see what kind of value that adds. And now, right around the 10-minute mark is when the boss shows up, so we're kind of just going to run the clock down and try not to get our base too damaged before the boss shows up. Because bosses can attack the base from completely random points on the field, which can really catch you off guard and set you up for disappointment when your base falls when you don't expect it to. You also got some other skills you can use as the game continues on. If you have space in your deck, you can put you can unlock the wall, which you can put up in order not only to redirect enemies around it, but to block enemies from doing damage to your punkos and to your base, depending on how many walls you pick up. Alright, we may have a few more evolutions coming up to the evolved form of various punkos. There's the Dark Mage evolution. Double the range, double the pleasure, double the fun. Alright, there comes the boss. We'll see if this one's pretty straightforward, just going down the path. Lightning Bolt, big damage. Always make sure to save your single-use skills like the Lightning Bolt for when the boss comes, if you're coming close to the point where the boss is going to show up. Now that one just jumped right across, but before that, they were taking a lot of damage, so we're going to pile it on. And there it is, we beat the chapter. The final blow was done by the Evolved Golem, placing them strategically. So, placing your tower strategically is just as important as pretty much anything else in battle. And of course, as you make your way through, you'll unlock new features. This Night Watch, for example, allows you to earn offline income and idle income if you're playing the game for a while. You can go to the quick earnings. You can collect quick earnings 3 times per day, and it resets every 24 hours. So we're going to collect 3 of ours for free now, and then you can collect 1 more per day by watching an advertisement video. Typically, the ad video is worth it, but to really maximize experience and coins, run your energy down and get as far as you can, because the higher the chapter you're on, the more coins that you will earn. The Mission Center unlocks after Chapter 5, which allows you to complete quests for even more rewards. Each of these chests contains something different. The first 2 contain coins and designs. Third one contains coins and gems, coins and a free restart, coins and more gems. And then the weeklies, the rewards tend to be even larger. More gems, more keys, 5 rare keys for getting 100 of the weekly one. The weekly quests are harder to complete than the daily quests, but the daily quests reset every 24 hours, whereas the weekly quests reset every 7 days. And then the achievements, these are one of the primary ways to earn free gems in the game. So go here, collect your free gems, spend them wisely. One of our favorite ways to spend free gems, and we got a lot of them at this point, is to spend them on rare chests. Oftentimes, there's going to be event chests. For example, we just got the Valentine's crate. That contains good, better, epic, or legendary equipment. So we'll see what we get. Good. That one's at least an improvement, because right now our ring slot is common. 4 normal crate keys. Might as well use them all. Unbox as much as we can. Make sure you use all your keys, even the common ones, because you want more stuff to merge later. And then the epic crate, that's 150 gems apiece. We're going to spend that, see what we get. And your equipment will increase your attack power and your hit points, which will be effective even to upgrade the attack power of your Punkos, because their attack power is based off your overall stats. Their health is also based off your overall stats. Going over here, we don't have anything to merge quite yet, but we're close. All we need is one more katana to merge that. We need 2 more common AK guns to merge that. And we need 1 more rare bazooka to make a merger out of that. So collect all the equipment you can in order to merge it. Do we have anything we can purchase? Metal tower. An uncommon using coins. That one's pretty good. So purchase the common and the uncommon equipment, even if you don't feel like you need it, because if you unlock number one, it's cheap. 11,000 coins really isn't that much. And if you unlock a merge, that's a massive boost in power or hit points. And you can try, make sure to collect the chapter tests each time. You'll get chests for how long you survive, and you'll get chests for beating the whole chapter. So, of course, we've got more epic stuff that we can try to get. Still not enough to merge because there's too many different varieties of equipment in this game, but maybe we'll go over the merging later. And, red exclamation points. Typically that means you have something to look at or something free to earn. In the case of the red exclamation point popping up over your player name, that means you get 1 free change of your player name per game. And then over in the settings area, you can enter redeem codes, gift codes rather. I'm going to enter my favorite universal one just to test it. And waiting for the game to respond. I don't think I got anything off of that. Sometimes it takes a while to respond, though. Alright, try the gift codes when they're less glitchy. Maybe after the next upgrade. We're playing the first version of the game right now, but you can turn off the sound, the music. You can turn on reduced visual effects, and you can downgrade the graphics. Both of those are useful to do if you're trying to save battery life, or if you have an older phone or tablet with not as much power and you want to stop it from lagging. Now, this game isn't massively graphically intensive anyway, so you're going to have a pretty old device to get it lagging. I'm shooting this video on an iPhone 13 Pro, which at this point is an old device, but there's no lag here. But if you're playing with a newer device, you may actually have even higher graphic options. You'll just have to check it out. More achievements. Keep claiming your stuff. Keep moving forward. This is Game Hydro. Why do I have negative gems? That's a bizarre glitch. Alright, while we figure out why we have negative... Can we spend stuff that we don't have in the store? Alright, that. So try spending gems even if you don't have them, because you can maybe go into the negatives. Apparently this game lets you Klarna premium purchases of sorts. Anyways, this is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, and if you enjoy being able to Klarna your gem purchases here. Alright, have a good one.